Guys, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I got a dog. Oh my god. Today is Friday, March 10th, which means yesterday I got a dog. Yeah, I can't believe it either. Come here. Come here. I want to introduce you to them. Come here. So guys, this is him. Look at him. Look at the camera. Who is that? You really want to play, don't you? Are you serious? Look at this shiitake mushroom. He's so cute. Oh my god. I can't handle him. Look at how squishy he is. Look at his paws. He's like, please put me down. I was messaging this breeder out in Listowel, Ontario, which I didn't even hear of until I actually was in Listowel, Ontario. Listowel, I think that's how you say it, Listowel. So not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, which would have been March 8th, my mom and I went to PetSmart and we picked up some puppy food and we also picked up a bed. And then we also had other things in the house that we were already prepared for. And then we set up some stuff, we got his dishes out and ready. And then yesterday, which was March 9th, Kevin, my mom and I all went out to Listowel, Ontario. And it is literally, and I'm not kidding, in bum nowhere. Like, literally nothing. It was just farmland. We got out there and my mom and Kevin and I were joking as we were getting like closer and closer to this guy's place. We were seeing like a lot of Amish people and we're like, oh my gosh, what if he's Amish? Like, that'd be so cool. But we were like, no, there's no way. Like, he lives in a huge house and there's like a million cars driving by and stuff. So anyways, we leave yesterday, we get in the car and we just start heading to Listowel, Ontario. And I have the address on GPS. The GPS wasn't so good. It took us to, Kevin and I were joking the entire way, like, oh, what if like this 2.5 hour drive, like we get out there and there's just like no house, like what if he gave us the wrong address? We get out there and there was no house, like it was just land. So apparently Google Maps led us in the wrong direction. It was on the same street, but we had to go way down to the other side, which was very confusing because it was, anyways, so we get there and he doesn't have a car and I'm like, oh my god, he's totally gonna be Amish. And then my mom pulls into the driveway. There was like this hump of dirt. My mom tries flooring it over and I could hear the underbelly of the car just scratching and I was like, nope, stop, like back up, you need to back up. We get out of the car and this guy walks up to the property and he's carrying a bucket and stuff, like literally a farm guy. He knew who I was. He was like, Gage, and I was like, yeah. And then he takes us to the barn to see the puppies and he turns around and he asks my mom, he's like, ma'am, are you okay like coming in the barn? And my mom was like, yeah. And I was a little confused at that at first because I didn't realize he was Amish. We head into the barn and it was like this long cement hallway and I was like, this is The Conjuring, we are going to die. So we went through the first door into the creepy ass hallway and then he opens another door and I literally just saw a million goats and I was like, I need a goat, but that's not what I came for. So he calls 2 dogs over and the dogs come over and they're like jumping on us and I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute and they're like so fluffy. And they were the parents of the litter. We like start walking towards the back and I can see cats and apparently there was cows, but I didn't see any cows and Kevin saw cows and so did my mom, but I was oblivious because I saw the litter of puppies and I was like, oh my god. So then we got there and there was like 4 in one side of like this pen area and then there was 1 in the other side and the other one was him. I want to pick him up but he's sleeping. Like, are you serious? I can't handle this tuna. There's 4 puppies in one side of this pen area and then on the other side there's just 1 and that was him. So I was like, oh my god, why is he all by himself? And then he said because he was part of the other litter and he's 2 weeks older. So I was like, oh, but he's all by himself. And I was like petting him and he jumped up like, and I was like, this is the one. Like I didn't even look at the other litter. Like Kevin and my mom looked at the other litter and I was like, nope, this is the one. Like he jumped up, I need him in my life. And he was so cute and he was quiet and he just kind of like jumped up like, hi, like, how are you? I said thank you. He gave me the papers for all his vet work. His son was there too. And his son was maybe like 5 or something. And because Kevin and I were there, Kevin goes, oh, like what's your name? And then he told us his name, which was like, I can't remember it, but it was really like not a popular name like here in Toronto. And then as we're leaving, like we see his wife coming up the driveway with his daughter. And from the wife, I could tell like they were definitely Amish because she was wearing like the bonnet and everything and she looked absolutely amazing. You could tell like also like like they don't shave because it's like not, I guess, part of how they live. We were talking to them and they were such nice people and I couldn't believe how nice they were. The entire time, the little boy was staring at Kevin and I couldn't figure out why and I said maybe, oh, it might be because of like Kevin's Asian and they're not used to different like ethnicities out there. My mom gets in the car and she said, it might not have even been that. Like it could have also been the fact Kevin's like nose is pierced right here and then he also has spacers in his ears. And I was like, that's probably so true. Like they were probably like, oh my gosh. The thing is like, it's so weird to me that outside of Ontario, like 2 hours away, there was like a whole other like little country basically. I was like, whoa, it's mind-blowing to me. We probably looked a little odd to them and they looked odd to us. We live in a province that is so different in different places. Like, it's amazing. That's the story of how I got this cute little goober. He doesn't want me to pick him up. Are we doing the rest of this video on the floor? I think we're doing the rest of this video on the floor, guys. So right now we have him in his crate, and he loves his crate. I'm so happy about this. Like, he really took to it. He's like literally passed out. We brought him home yesterday. He was pretty good in the car ride on the way home. He threw up once, but I think that was just because of the nerves and stuff. We stopped in Kitchener at a Tim Hortons just to get some napkins and stuff to like clean up the vomit. After we got the napkins, we took him outside and he peed, which I was so happy about. And he has not left my side yet. He came in the room and we put him in his crate, and he immediately like I left the door open. He immediately walked in, lied down, and literally passed out. He slept for about maybe 5 hours straight last night, which I was so happy about. This morning when I woke up, I got up around 6 a.m. I took him outside for a pee. We've had a couple accidents around the house since then, maybe 2, I think. He's been pretty good. He goes out about every hour or so. For you guys wondering what kind of breed he is a Shetland sheepdog mixed with Beagle and Retriever. Damn, you are passed out. Did you see that? He didn't move. Right now, I don't have a name for him. I was thinking about Bear or Axel. I really like Axel. I haven't decided though. If you guys have any name suggestions, please leave it in the comments below. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and definitely hit that subscribe button because there's definitely gonna be more footage of this cutie coming along soon. Without further ado, remember, at the end of the day, there's always a reason to smile. Bye guys.